Hi, this is Paul, and for this week I'm going to do a video on how I plan my 2023 Hobonichi Weeks MEGA, the notes section, how I plan to use my notes section. And yes, I'm already planning for 2023 because I realized that the number of notes pages at the back of my Hobonichi Weeks is much more important than my cover. So next year, I'm like 90% sure I'm going to get a MEGA. So I wanted to plan out how I wanted to use those 215 pages. And so the first thing that you see is an index. And although I'm not like an index person, I prefer tabs. And so this would not be me like referencing the index to search for a specific section while I'm using the weeks, but more so for like just having all my sections at a glance, something I could refer to when I want to see what sections I have, and just everything I can look at like at a glance. And I also used this to plan out my video and to plan out my different sections while dividing my pages. So the next section would be my personal information section, and this again is the same how I have my Hobonichi Weeks regular currently. My personal information is the first thing in my notes section, and I do have the same format layout, and I have a health box, vaccinations, birth info, addresses, and resume info, work info, passwords, miscellaneous, and Zoom ID, which I did pull from another section because I realized that it would be much more convenient to have that information here all together. And I also did put in more pages in this mockup than I have in my actual regular weeks right now. And the next section is my important dates section, and again it's the same layout that I'm using currently. And then it's my health log section, and in my current Hobonichi Weeks I have the page divided into three, like vertically, and then two horizontally, like 2 boxes to the side and 3 boxes down, but I realized that was too small, so I just divided the page into 4, so 1 person per box basically. So I did put a lot more space into these sections and a lot more pages too, I think. And then the next section is my subs and bills, and in my current weeks it's divided into 2 places, but I would want them together, so I put, I think, 4 pages. I allotted 4 pages for this section, but the reason why it's blank currently is because I don't exactly know how I want to do the layouts currently, so I just didn't put anything in the mock-up. Yes, and so the next section is my work section, and this layout is exactly the same as I have my work section in my current Hobonichi Weeks regular, and I've found that it worked really well. So I have all the months and the days writing down with the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, that too. And then the next section is my applications section. So applications, work, and studies applications. Again, the same layout as I have it in my Hobonichi Weeks now. And the next section is my 5-year goals and 10-year goals, 1 page each. And currently I have both of them on a single page, but I thought I should divide them into like 2 different pages. So I have each page divided into work, studies, personal, and content. I haven't like totally filled it out yet in my Hobonichi Weeks, but I think I will, and I would want to carry that information over into like to 2023. So I put pages for those. And then the next section is my monthly goals and review. Again, the exact same layout as I have it currently in my Hobonichi Weeks regular. Again, it's not filled out, but it's my goal too. So I have I carried that over to my 2023 mock-up. And the next section is my goals, yearly goals. So 22 goals for 2022 and 23 goals for 2023. And I did set my 22 goals for 2022, and I don't think I've ever shared it because it is a bit private, but I want to see what I did accomplish and what I didn't accomplish, and then reflect on that to set my 2023 goals. So that's why I have both in my 2023 mock-up. And then the next section is my YouTube uploads, and this again is the exact same layout as I have it now, and I find it really useful. I can get the picture, like the whole picture at a glance, so I thought that was really useful. And then the next section is YouTube ideas, and currently I don't have enough. I think I have like 2 pages for my YouTube ideas, and I'm almost like starting to run out of space, so I did a lot, like 4 pages here for my 2023 mock-up. I hope I have that many ideas and publish videos. And then the next section is my collection ideas, and again, I have this section in my current weeks too, and in the exact same layout, although I think it's a page only. I'm not sure. And then the next section is my like media or like entertainment section. So like a to read list, a to watch list, which I currently don't have, but I thought I would need, so I put this here. And then movies watched, TV shows watched, books read, Audible listened, webtoons read, which I do have, but I didn't have the to read and to watch section, so I put that in. And then the next section is my uni info section, and again I put like a bit more space for this section in my 2023 mock-up. And the next section is my planner plans section, which I did add in my current Hobonichi Weeks pretty like around the same time. I thought I would need it in my 2023 mock-up. And so in this section I want to record like all the planners I do own. And 2021 I went through a lot of planners in formats, sizes in 2021, so I wanted to record that and also see how 2022 plays out and plan for 2023 and maybe 2024. And so I just wanted to have a page for this, have a section for this, and also my planner wish list section, because it does change a lot, so I wanted to write it down, think about it, and then act on it. And then the next section is my when did I last section. So when did I last wash the sheets, when did I last change my toothbrush, things like that. And I just have the list going down like all at once. Like I haven't divided the different sections into like maybe bathroom, bedroom, or kitchen or things like that. So I just have it in one big list. And the next section is my want to buy section, and although I did put different headers for this, want to buy, need to buy, and maybe to buy one day, I don't think this is necessary. I think I would just, in my maybe actual Hobonichi Weeks MEGA, I would just divide it and say want to buy and then need to buy, like 2 pages for each. So I think I would change this. And then the next section would be my orders tracker, and I did put in a lot more pages here. Then I think I have like 1 page or 2 pages in my current week's regular. And then the next section is my Etsy spending tracker, because I do I do try a lot of inserts and buy a lot of inserts on printable inserts on Etsy and stickers. So I just wanted to keep track of how much I spend on Etsy. And also the next section, my PayPal spending tracker, so how much I spend on PayPal. And the next section is my trip packing list and a hospital packing list, which is self-explanatory. I do have a trip packing list currently in my regular. And the next section would be my inbox, which are like long-term to-do lists. I don't really reference my inbox section, the current inbox section I do have in my Hobonichi Weeks, but I do want to utilize this section more, so I did carry this over into 2023, into my 2023 mockup. And the next section is my brainstorming section, which I also do have currently, and I realized that I do write in this section quite a bit, so I allotted a few more pages here. And then that's the end of like my collections, and the next big section is my weeklies section. So I allotted 2 pages for each week for the 52 weeks, and so this, what you see on the screen right now, is just one way of how I might use the 2 pages for that week. So the left hand side is just an area where I might write down a journal a bit for each day, a box for each day. And then the right hand side might be how I keep track of all the hours, and write down how I spent those hours, which I like to do. So it could be just one way of how I would use the 2 pages. I might do like running logs of memories, lists, and things like that, but this was just an idea that I thought would be useful. And then I have those 52 weeks, 2 pages for those weeks, and then the next big section would be my notes section. And because I don't think I would have a specific layout for my notes section, I could have the 2 columns, but other than that, I don't think I would have any specific layouts for my notes section. So I kept those pages blank as well. And so that's it for my mockup 2023 Hobonichi Weeks MEGA notes section mockup booklet. And I also the key that you see on the screen right now in the corner, I did want to divide my collection. So I would have trackers. So I did gray for that, and then dark gray for information, and then light pink for weeklies. And so I did this key because I wanted to make myself go to the trackers more often, and then just while I'm skimming or going through the notes section, see that make a conscious effort to look at the green headers, gray headers, and check if anything needs to be updated. Whereas the dark gray areas, they won't need any updating or anything because they're information. So I did want to do a color coding system for my collections as well, so that's why I did that. And again, I know this will change, but I just wanted to plan my notes section for next year, because it is like 215 pages is a lot, so I wanted to get an idea of how I wanted to use those pages. So I hope this was useful and interesting, and I'll see you next. I'll come back with another video, hopefully on time, next week. Thank you for watching.